Hello everyone, cheers for coming back. Apologies for the slowness. Been suffering with a bit of I can't be bothered to build anything mojo recently, so nothing's been done at the bench after finishing the Mustang. But I went to Scale Model World at Telford at the start of the month, and it's put a spark back in, so decided to pick something up. This is a build that I've been planning on doing for a while, the Sp2. It's going to be a little bit of a what if with one of the Stance GT cars. There's Stance GT, I've got the Ferrari 250 GTO, so I've decided I'm going to do that in the sterling moss colours. I'll put a little picture up, show what I mean. I'm going to build them alongside each other, so there'll be the Sp2 in the green, so it's in the UDT Laystall Ferrari green, and I do the little Stance car as a what if, a now and then type thing. So I sort of got slightly ahead of myself. I forgot to take many photos or videos while building. I forgot to do an unboxing as well, to be honest with you. It's not been a bad kit. There's a couple of little issues with it, but nothing major. So as you can see, this is the Stance GT, so the little 250 GTO. So it's painted up in the UDT, the Laystall for Ferrari colour. Got some custom decals made. A friend over in Instagram has done me up the 15s that was on the sterling moss car. So I said a couple of coats of the green, and the decals have been put on. Put a little bit of panel line wash in there, and then I'll get that clear coated up. And then the main one, I'll try and work out this. So we've got the body of the 250 GTO. Again, that was done in grey primer, and then given I think about three or four coats of the green, and then the decals added. I haven't gone too mad, so done the little Ferrari one, the little PE Ferrari badge. This one's going to be a sort of fairly easy build. I've put panel liner on there already. I went for the grey Tamiya panel liner. I didn't want to go black, I didn't want it to be too dark against the light green, so just went for the grey, which I think just has a nice little touch. And then interior wise, so the wheels, the original car, it looks like it's got grey spokes and then like a silver sort of body on the wheel, so I've gone for the same sort of look. Gone for a light grey and then a silver. So these were both done in, all these were done in fast scale lacquer paints, and the lovely thing about them is once they're down, they dry really quickly and you can bounce onto other colours, which is sort of one reason why I haven't taken too many photos. I just got into it a couple of hours a night, just cracked on, and it's surprising how quickly you can get things done. So decided not to go with all the carbon fibre included in the kit. I've gone with a carbon ceramic from Firescale, so the rear like the rear diffuser is in carbon ceramic, front split is the same, and then there's the two side skirts. I really like this colour. I normally use it on brakes, but I'll go with something a bit different, do it on the bodywork. It looks nice when it's sort of 2K'd up as well. So we've got the wing mirrors, they'll get 2K'd, and then I'm gonna probably black primer it to tie up with the insides of the car. Interior wise, I've gone very basic on that. You can see I've literally just gone black primer. This should all be carbon fibre inside, but once again I didn't fancy doing all the carbon fibre. I wanted something nice and simple. So it's been a couple of months since I've built anything, and I just wanted to pick up and go along. So yeah, we've gone just straight black primer. Seats, going for a two-tone seat. Let me just find the bits. So with them, we've gone, so the interior, so the two-tone, we've gone with chocolate leather Ferrari from Fire Scale, and the golden brown as gone for the golden brown as well. So I think they work really well colour wise together, and it's a nice little seat. It's a nice little offset of colour compared to the contrast against the black. So that's the plans with that. Yeah, everything else is sort of all sprayed up. The exhausts are chrome, so they had like a gloss black base, and then the Fire Scale chrome on top. I also got steering wheel, a bit more detailing, gone sort of with the two-tone browns on there. Brakes, I'll just use the PE. I might get a coat of sort of steel over the top. Brake discs are painted, brake calipers, sorry, painted up. Went for a dark steel on those. A little bit of a contrast against the wheels. I did look at using yellow, but I didn't want anything sort of too bright brake wise, as I'm trying to base it sort of loosely on the old 250 GTO. So yeah, that's about it really. So everything is near on painted up. There's a few decals to go on, so it's not going to be too flash, too showy, but I think there's enough just to sort of offset each other. So that's that lot done. So the body now, and the little 250, the little stance car, they're going to go into have a bit of 2K, so it'll be a bit of gloss 2K on, and then we'll get them polished up and we'll go from there. So see you in the next bit. Right, and there we go, we got a shiny build, or a shiny body anyway. The Fire Scale 2K has been down probably about 3 hours now, so it's touch dry, but I will put it back under its little box, and it won't come out again for another 3 or 4 days, just to let it fully harden before I give it a polish. This one will need a polish. I don't know if you can see it. The 2K is nice, it's got nice clarity in it for sort of straight out the airbrush. The only problem is, and I haven't been lucky enough to have one yet, that it's full of dust all through the bonnet, or the front end here, up there. The airbrush was spitting a little bit as well, so there's a couple of little lumps and bumps, but I'm going to try and polish it out. Got a couple of rotary tools. I've got the Fire Scale polishes. I also picked up, while I was at Scale Model World, I had my arms bent by kit builder Chris, some of the God hand sponges. He swears by them for polishing, so picked up a couple of packs. I've got a 5mm thick one and 2 or 3 and a 3mm thick one as well, and they go from 2,000 up to 10,000, so I'll be giving them a go with the polishing. So yeah, but no, it's gone down well. The decals look alright. I'd say for homemade decals, they look good. Yeah, so that's the body all done. As you can see, the little stance, GT 250, got a clear coat as well, and that's actually come out better than on the main body. I think it needs a little bit of polishing up in the roof, but it all seems to be pretty nice. Parts wise, sort of same with the carbon ceramic, so that's 2K'd up. It gives a nice effect to it. So that's the rear diffuser. I quite like that one. And you got the front splitter. Underneath's a little bit rough, needs polishing. Top face looks okay. Wing mirrors are all done. It's the bonnet for the little 250. That's come out quite nice. So I'll see how we get on with doing the Sp2 before I polish up, or attempt to polish up the little 350, little 250 GTO. So wheels, it's come out quite nicely. Quite like the effect it's given between like the stain, or the silver, sorry, outer rims and the light grey on the inner. That looks quite nice. It's nice little contrast against the body as well. So I didn't want to go too flashy with it, so I'll try and keep some of the originals off the car. And as I had a bit of 2K left over, I did have another Stance GT car which was already painted up. So it's the McLaren F1. It's one of my dream cars from the younger days. So that's been painted for a while, but I thought, as I've got 2K left, I'll 2K that up. So that was painted with the water-based fast scale paints. So it was painted in the McLaren orange. To the camera, it looks slightly more yellow than the orange to the eye, but that's that done. So yeah, as I say, that they'll all now have about a week, I think, before I can get on to giving them a polish and a clean up, which will be plenty of time for the 2K to harden up and sort itself out. And in that time, I will just carry on with the final bits on the interior. As I said earlier, because most of it all got painted up in one go, I think all I've got left to do is just assembly. Just pop the seats together. There's a couple of decals or decals to go on there, and then we can go from there. So yeah, that's everything so far for the Sp2 and the little stance car, the little stance 250 GTO. The McLaren one you'll probably see at a later date when I've done a few others. So yeah, thanks again for returning, thanks again for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon. Thank you very much.